The following text is from an article on the BBC website, published on the 6th of February 2025, and entitled Lost Historic Gaelic Manuscripts, Found After 50 Years.
Dozens of Gaelic manuscripts have been found and returned to the National Library of Scotland in Edinburgh after being missing for more than 50 years. Police investigated the disappearance of the 56 historic documents in the 1960s, but no trace of them could be found. The items include poetry, sermons, songs and previously unknown works. The manuscripts were discovered during research of a collection of personal papers by Professor Rob O'Malalig of the University of Glasgow. It is not known why the manuscripts were taken, or if they were mislaid and then lost, or how they ended up among the personal papers. Professor O'Malalig said they were of major significance, and their absence had a detrimental effect on a generation of Gaelic studies. The manuscripts were collected by the Reverend Donald MacNicoll, minister of Lismore, and the Reverend Alexander Irvine, minister of Little Dunkeld, in the 18th and 19th centuries. The missing documents form part of their wider collections, which have been important sources for Gaelic editors and academics for over 200 years. Among the items in the manuscripts are letters, sermons in Gaelic and English, a Gaelic diary written in Scotland and Barbados, and a large amount of Gaelic poetry. Professor O'Malalig had feared the manuscripts would never be found. He said, "An awful lot of Gaelic manuscripts had been lost over the centuries, for example at sea when people were travelling." Chris Cassells, head of archives and manuscript collections at the National Library of Scotland, welcomed the return of the documents.